All right, for the coast, guys. Starting with our infantry, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zombie pirate deckhand mob with pole arms. And then we're going to be taking a look at some beautiful gunnery mob with hand cannons. Heavy damage output, but very short range, so we'll see how that fares. Going to be taking a look at 1, 2, 3 units of sirens. And then for the rest of this army, we got 4 zombie pirate deckhand mob generics up front. And then, oh my goodness gracious, the one, the only gallows giant with its flamethrower, as well as a rotting leviathan. And then oh no, just kidding, a vampire fleet captain with a polearm on foot. He's got the wand of jet, he's got Van Horstman's speculum, invocation to heck, and the drowned dead. Ooh-wee, I love this army. Now, taking a look at Tank's army with the vampire counts. Got 3 spearmen up front. We're going to have skeleton warriors. It looks like we're going to have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 skeleton spearmen. Behind them, something we haven't seen in a while, guys, we got crypt horrors. Now, these guys do have regeneration and weakness to fire, and we're going to have 4 of them. So we'll have to see if that Necrofex Colossus can take them out. Up in the air, we have a force that's going to consist of Fellbats and the leader here, who's going to be a Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, taking with him all of the accoutrements: Heart Piercing, Helm of Discord, Raised Dead, Van Hell's Dance Macabre, as well as Invocation of Nehek. And then last, but never least, we've got the Black Coach, ladies and gentlemen. Such a wonderful unit. Going to be used to pull in and out and do so much damage to the Vampire Coast forces. And those sirens better watch out. It does magical damage, not to mention that if it stays alive and is engaged in melee, it will slowly get these awesome stats, starting with an 18% charge bonus and 36% charge, or sorry, 18% charge speed and a 36% bonus. Unholy Vigor, so imbuing fire damage and giving it 50% armor piercing, and then the Black Nimbus for 44% damage resistance, and the Strider trait, which means no matter what terrain it's in, water, forest, ground, anything, it will not suffer speed penalties. And now the undead forces come out to meet, and guess what else I missed, guys? We have 2 Banshees on the field for the vampire counts, as well as a corpse cart with an unholy lodestone. Ooh, I like this. The Gallows Giant is getting on the far left flank, and I imagine that may be to get a better firing angle into the Crypt Horrors when they meet the front line, but also I guess it's coming out here to scare off that Black Coach by the looks of it. Black Coach should be just fine. They'll be able to get away without any issues. But yeah, like I said, nicely, if this front line meets and he gets side shots with the Necrofex Colossus, it's going to be devastating. Over here, got Skeleton Warriors summoned on top of the Zombie Pirate Gunnery mob with handguns, but now they're getting promptly surrounded by Sirens, Rotting Leviathan, and some Zombie Pirate deckhand mob with polearms to take him out of the fight. Oh, there goes the first flame cannon fire, and it's not going to do too much damage, but hey, every little bit counts. And we'll see what happens from here, guys. But there goes another volley. This time, oh my goodness gracious. It's dishing out so much work. And if it hits these Crypt Horrors, oh my god, it will be devastating indeed. Ooh, wow. Crypt Ghoul getting knocked down, but he's going to get back up for the fight. Going to have what appears to be Helm of Discord pop into the center line fight, and the Sirens are just getting taken out by the Banshees. The Vampire Coast front line is just having a really hard time, and it looks like the Vampire counts are effectively overwhelming them at the moment. So we'll see what Kark can get doing here. I mean, he really needs to... Oh! Those Crypt Horrors just disappeared with that beautiful volley from the Necrofex Colossus. Looks like he's getting ready to fire down another shot, but oh no, is this Rotting Leviathan going to take a lot of it? Looks like he's not going to do too much damage. Friendly fire, and it's going to decimate the remainder of those crypt pores and everyone else. Over here, it's now going to start burninating the crypt pores surrounding itself, and we'll see if those pole arms get over here to help support him in combat. Alright, Zombie Pirate Gunnery Mob getting summoned here. Looks like they're all trying to help against the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, and even the Polearm Fleet Captain is coming over here. Admiral is coming over here to try and take out this Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. But right now, balance of power is pretty even, but I do have to say the Vampire Coast needs to be very careful here. Because if their Lord gets caught out and everything's separated, it's going to be a bad day for them. And Speedy, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it greatly. So yeah, I mean, I want to see the Fleet Captain and the Rotting Leviathan get over here next to the Necrofex Colossus with a flamethrower. I just think that's going to help out a lot to make sure, you know, his units don't get separated and killed piecemeal. And it looks like this Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is coming for the Gallows Giant. And that's going to be bad news bears for the Gallows Giant. It's not the best in melee combat. However, Sirens are coming over here to help support him. But it looks like a summon's going to come down. And the Necrofex Colossus, a.k.a. the Gallows Giant, is just taking a ton of damage. Invocation of the Heck going down on top of him. But, oof, this is pretty a rough position for the Vampire Coast to be in. Luckily, their chaff is coming in just in the nick of time, it looks like, maybe to help save that guy. But yeah, the Vampire Fleet Captain does not want to lose this Necrofex Colossus. If he does, I think it's just going to be a GG from there, as they're just such overwhelming numbers on the Vampire count side. And the only way I think they can effectively burn through them all is going to be with the Gallows Giant burninating them. However, the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord has been forced to retreat. Looks like the Gallows Giant may turn its attention here. Oh, a nice breath, though, coming from that dragon. But yeah, Gunnery Mob and the hand cannons are going to be firing away, doing quite a lot of damage. Looks like we're going to see another summon from the Vampire Lord here. And Gallows Giant, be careful, but here he comes. Oh, unfortunately not going to be the best targeting on the part of the Gallows Giant, but if he hits these crypt cores soon, he can just decimate this blob of them. Oh, but once again, unfortunately hitting some units that aren't really ideal. Over here, Vampire Fleet Captain the Admiral coming over here to help against this Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. And, oh my goodness gracious, just going to do a little bit of burning action on top of that Blood Dragon Lord. And the Vampire counts have a pretty significant lead right now, but they still have a Rotting Leviathan in the field. If units start blobbing up around it, this Gallows Giant could very easily do a ton of damage. And here comes that shot I was wanting to see, doing some nice damage to the crypt cores. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord coming over here to help counter, but there goes another big shot from the Gallows Giant. And the Gallows Giant, if there's anything that will win the coast this game, it's the Gallows Giant. He's gonna have to keep burninating away, and oh my goodness gracious, the damage he does is just heinous. Those crypt horrors are just disappearing right now. And, oh my goodness. Gallows Giant going to continue firing away at the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. And, I would prefer to see him target these stopped units. And, oh my goodness. Yeah, just destroying crypt horrors. Oh, we need an invocation of heck desperately on top of this Gallows Giant, though. It's down to 976 HP. And if he doesn't get an invocation to heck on it quick, it may just die here to the charge from the Vampire Lord. Helm of Discord going down. Invocation to heck is down, but will it be enough to save that Gallows Giant from its inevitable doom? And oh, it's healing up, but it's going down again. It looks like it may die. Oh, there it goes. And with that, I think the battle's over, people. The Gallows Giant was the key. If that Gallows Giant lived, I think they could have done this. But very well played to tank with his vampires here. Unfortunately, I just don't think there's enough meat on the bones of this Coast Army to do anything from here. But nearly killing the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. No small feat at all. Black Coach is on its 3rd stage, so it has that huge damage resistance. Vampire Fleet Captain coming over here, trying his best to kill it off. But yeah, just a little too late. And the Rotting Leviathan, the Gallows Giant, they're all dead. Crypt Horrors surrounding its corpse. Vampire Fleet Captain fighting bravely. I'll give him that. Getting knocked back by the Black Coach there. That Black Coach is just so quick. That's going to be a GG. Oh, man. I thought the Gallows Giant had it there. That Invocation of Nehek, if it was like 10 seconds earlier, I think would have been just fine. But a well-played game and 357 kills on it. Damn, I love to see that. But the handguns didn't... I mean, they did some good damage against the Vampire Lord for sure, but I think they could have been spent elsewhere. And, yeah, man. Beautiful game to Kark, though. You know, in spite of defeat, he's winning my heart over. I don't know about you guys with that Gallows Giant play. And also, great composition here to VM Ting. 146 kills on top of his Black Coach, 111 on the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, and the Crypt Horrors actually doing pretty well. You know, obviously helping pin down the Rotting Leviathan, apply that armor-piercing pressure. But yeah, it was a close one. I know the balance of power didn't really say it that way, but I think that was deceptively close if that Gallows Giant would have survived.